Oh, I was on mute. Okay. We are back with our final match. Well, okay. I say final match, but if I win, I'll still go on. But we are against aarrggnn. He gets to send. He's got a really solid team here. I faced him on ladder quite a few times. I think he consistently beats me. That's why I'm a little bit worried here. But we're going to give it our best shot. But this is the losers bracket. Fight for 4th place, essentially. Alright. He bans my Scaravolt. I am not taking any second thoughts. Tolkien goes goodbye. Every time I let Tolkien through, I regret it. And especially since he banned Scaravolt, one of my best Tolkien counters, it is an issue. For second ban, I'm looking at about half his team. Momo, Kinu, Oshiara, Hazrat. Kinu's a big issue. Momo is also a big one. Because Momo outspeeds, I think, my entire team except Saipat, and it gets a knockback off, and it does like 60+% of my Tem's health. And I don't have any mentals. I've got Narco hit on Saku, that's about it. Usually it's a better second ban than a first ban, though. Let's see. I think this is looking like a 2-Vine Brock lead. 2-Vine I want to pick up for sure, just because it can threaten Kinu, and Gazuma for that matter. Because those two are the reason I'm not picking Tutsu Broccolum. And then Broccolum hits Wolfie hard. I could double in and kill Wolfie if I wanted with a Feather Gatling Soul Shout, because Soul Shout doesn't do it alone. But I don't think he'll let me do that. Please don't pick the Momo. Please don't pick the Momo. Hazrat, I can work with that. Broccolum doesn't like it. 2-Vine doesn't like it, but I can Feather get. He picked on Momo. No! This is what you get when you face top players. They know exactly what your team's weakness is, and they will combat it. It does allow me to ban the Kinu, but chances are he's swapping his Momo turn 1. Momo doesn't have any good turn 1 options. It probably has Double Edge, just a low prio, like 84 base damage move. So I'll outspeed and do some solid damage, but Double Edge will deal like, I don't know, 50-60% of 2-Vine's health because of its plastic special defense. Bans my Tutsu, which is one of my better Tems. Especially to deal with Hazrat. Hazrat's gonna be a continual problem for me. I'm gonna bring Saipat. Saipat can outspeed Hazrat and get a Nox Bomb off, which is very powerful. And I'm gonna bring Saku. Saku wins a lot of late games. It has Narco Hit, can deal with Momo. Frond Whip hits Gazuma's paper defense hard. Even if it gets in a bad situation with Hazrat, it can still boomerang and deal like 80% of Hazrat's health if it's squishier. Maybe only like 60% if it's bulky. I have not been able to really look at aarrggn's games. I could have scouted every single match, but honestly, like 2 days straight of Temtem is really draining. And so I don't know all the spreads offhand. I think I'm leaning towards Hazrat over Gario here, because Hazrat has Toxic Farewell value. It can get a Wastewater or Venomous Claws off on Oshiara. Can't really hit his Hazrat. Dies to Tornado. Hits Momo just fine. Possibly outspeeds it if it's a bit slower. And dies to Wolfie, so it's really bad. Gario just gets walled by Wolfie and Oshiara, but Oshiara is going to be kind of a threat. I think in the first game, I'll just go Gario and try it. Just because it looks like it looks like Hazrat's going to be bad. Just because, like, weaknesses wise. It's faster and can get damage off. It's basically, who do I designate as the bigger threat? Oshiara or Hazrat? Hazrat hits, like, all 4 of these Tems. Oshiara only hits Tuvine effectively. But Oshiara can still scale out of control. With, you know, Serbatios. And if it's built... Alright, so now I have to figure out, do I want a Feathergat or CPG the Momo? Feathergat, Gazma swaps in. CPG, Hazrat swaps in. Possibly Oshiara swaps in. Ophiid swaps out. Very interesting. So we do see the Oshiara come onto the field. Maybe a double edge into Tuvine. Into a Serbatios kills it. That's a calc I'm not sure about, but I would not be surprised. Nut bar gives Momo a very high effective HP bar. Okay, I can live the Serbatios, and then I can kill Oshiara with a Turbine Resin. Do I want to sack Tuvine here, though? I think so. I think so. Because I still have Gario to deal with Hazrat now. Could see an Undermine on Broccolum. That would make it so that the Turbine Resin probably doesn't kill unless it's very squishy Oshiara, and I would wish I clicked Nox Bomb instead. But if I click Nox Bomb, then the Momo outspeeds me, and then I'm in a really bad spot. I could double the Momo as well and get the kill on that, because a Turbine Frond or a Turbine Plague would finish it off. We're gonna test how bulky the Oshiara is. It's also possible that the Momo has enough speed to outspeed my Turbine. I have a very slow Tuvine, but I want to say that it won't. I want to say it won't outspeed. Oh, that is a bulky Oshiara. Yeah, my Resin Trap will not kill. I should have taken the kill on the Momo for sure. Because now he... Yeah, 1.3. That is the second time in this tournament where Oshiara has lived on practically no health and is going to lose me a game. Saipat can finish that off. But Momo's a bigger problem here, and I don't have any way to deal with it. We just see a Tsunami knockback. I have nothing I can do against that. If the Oshiara died there, Tuvine would be okay. Depending on speed tiers, if his Hazrat's fast on his Volphy, he can threaten my Gario. I have to be very careful about when I bring in Gario for the evasion. I see a Flood. I'm determined Tuvine. So it's not the end of the world. And the Broccolum, which he got the speed drop on, dies. So this is okay. Why did I attack the Oshiara? Okay, I mean, I guess Tuvine lives. I was thinking to just leave the Oshiara alive so I can deal with it with Saipat. Now I have to hope a Nox Bomb kills Momo. Oopsie! Pookie oopsie. Nobody's here, but I can type that in the chat and it'll still pop up. I mean, it's kind of nice that Tuvine lives. I can oh, I have to send something in. I can CPG. I'll actually live the Plague with Tuvine. Since I have Turbine up, I think I'm gonna swap Tuvine, save it for later. If Nox Bomb doesn't kill Momo, I kind of just lose anyways. My best swap in is going to be Saku. Almost got lower physical defense and special defense, so this should kill. Side pack can eat the Plague. I'll also get an idea of the Volfi's speed tier from this. He could Bark into Plague. That would be bad. Saipat might die, and if it's over 200 speed investment in his Volfi, I probably wouldn't be able to take it. Or he would outspeed me, and I don't think I live it. We'll have to see. Spreading between HP, speed, and damage is something really, really difficult to get just right. And in these really mixed mid-range teams, it's always super close. I think that's where I'm a bit weaker than the other top players in the game. My spreads, I end up opting for fairly obvious speed breakpoints, max attack, and then the rest in HP. But some players do calc to live specific things, combos and such, and that puts them in a really big advantage. Looks like everything's staying in. We'll see about the Bark. It is Bark. I think I still take the Plague. Yup, there we go. I'm trapped in now, so that's not good. It does kill the Momo. He brings in Gazuma. So he's challenging the Hazrat swap. Because I can Nicho and Frond Whip either side. And it will kill. And then I can bring in Gario and one-shot the Hazrat. And I think I'm gonna choose the Gazuma slot. If it's a super bulky Gazuma, then it lives anyways. I gotta try. He swaps the Volfi here. So in that way, it was a good choice. Oh, this might be kinda close. This really might be close. Tesla Prison on the Saipat. Yep, that takes it down. I have Botanist on Saku, max attack. Frond Whip is a stronger move than Nicho. Come on, kill! Yes! I have to make sure real quick that he does not have Drill on his Volfi, which he does not. He has handcuffs. I could have just pressed X for that because it's right there. So he has to double in Gario here, but a Plague does not kill. I'm going to Boomerang, because even a Wastewater shouldn't put me in range to die immediately to Volfi. I just want to make sure this Hazrat dies. Plagues into the Saku. So he does predict me to stay with Saku, or maybe it was a really bulky Hazrat. It is a fairly bulky Hazrat. I'm not sure if it would have lived anything, but I did not want to take any risks. It's a contagious Hazrat. It's not Toxic Farewell like most of the others at this tournament here. This Volfi does not have this, so GG's. Okay, that's really cool. I had to get a couple things right there. The Volfi swap, doubling into the Gazuma to kill it, barely finishing it off, huge. The Oshiara living almost threw me off. Saipat surviving the Bark Plague. and killing the Momo. There was a lot of really close calcs there that worked in my favor, even though the Oshiara one didn't. I'm sure we'll get into match 2 real soon here. Winning the first one puts me at a huge advantage, because even if I lose the next one, I can try and win after that. He didn't see that my Gario survives the plague, but he stops into my stream, so he probably knows. But he could have at least like tested it out instead of forfeiting. I don't like forfeiting when I could gain more information. So it looks like he wants to send, or he wants me to send next. Because the loser has that. So there's a coin flip to determine who sends first. And he won the coin flip, so he sent first. But now he gets to choose who sends, and he wants me to send. So the advantage of that is he gets a counter ban. So he doesn't have to first ban my Scaravolts in the case that I wouldn't ban Tolkien, because I'm banning Tolkien, and now Scaravolt's less of a threat. Bans by Broccolum now. So there goes my favorable lead. I think Tuvine's still going to be really good here. He'll probably pick Volphy still. The issue with both Tutu and Saipat is neither one have a turn 1 melee move. That's good. The Tuvine is just generally good at everything, so... I might have him send if I lose this one, just because I can at least threaten the Scaravolt. I'm not going to play it, so I really hope he just bans it again. That's kind of the idea. Like, my ban's already set in place. But him banning the Broccolum's a lot better for him, I think. He probably wants to pick the Momo again. The damage it did to Tuvine wasn't all that much. I do have a lot of HP and like almost max HP invest in my Tuvine, so I guess that makes sense. Also, now that he banned one of my natures, I have to be really wary of Oshiara. I might end up just banning it this time. I know I have Scaravolt, which is an electric, but it being weak to Oshiara as well sucks. It just sucks. Ah, okay, so much for that. Don't pick Momo. I'll ban the Momo this time. That thing demands immediate attention and I do not want to give it. Okay. 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 I can bring Tutsu here and double Nox Bomb the Oshiara, but that is a combo I have used so many times against so many players, I'm sure that he knows and would probably swap it out. My Hazrat also isn't bad here. Defensively, he doesn't have a whole lot of swaps to it. Just swapped in Gario. Gario wouldn't have been bad. This is kind of a goofy lead. One thing I did not want to bring was Saipat. Saipat does nothing here, except maybe put a little bit of pressure on Hazrat, but if he chose to Lava Wave Saipat when I attacked Hazrat, then I get a Nox Bomb, not very effective. But if he did that and I attack Oshiara, then it's super helpful. Okay, my options to kill Volphy are dwindling. Got double natures, so Gario's not going to be awesome. Hazrat's going to be more useful this game because of the double nature. Also, having priority option with Venomous Claws that can outspeed a lot of stuff is nice. Won't outspeed like a tornado or anything, but it can outspeed whatever Kinu wants to click. Specifically to deal with Volphy, I'm going to bring Saipat. I think I'm going to bring Scaravolt as well. Scaravolt can deal with a lot of stuff decently, but nothing well. So, like I said, the double Nox Bomb is super tempting. I get marbles here. So that's some good chip damage. He did not pick anything. If he picked his 2-Vine, he would have had something to eat the double Nox Bomb, and I would have been wary of clicking it. But nope. Double Nox Bomb. Green circles for the win, please. We're probably just going to see a Tsunami and a Lava Wave onto 2-Vine. 2-Vine is really good against Gazuma Kinu. This would have been A-okay to swap into Hazrat, or Saipat to eat the water and the Lava Wave, and then actually, with the disabled gear, I could then hit Oshiar with a priority Venomous Claws. That was super close, but it does kill with the marbles. Without it, I don't think it would have. Actually, a Sweatband Hazrat. Very interesting. Azuma. Okay. I want to keep my 2-Vine alive to deal with Kinu and possibly Gazuma later. He swapped in his Wind Resist, so I can Feather Gat the Hazrat. But I don't have a lot of options to deal with his Gazuma. He can pretty much double in with every one of his Tems. His Hazrat will be faster, his Volphi can Plague and Tesla, Kinu. So 2-Vine only gets value if it's in a 1v1 situation against any of these. So I need to create that situation. Hazrat has value against Kinu. Saipat, Scaravolt. Scaravolt's going to be the play. And then I Feather Gat here. If he swaps to Volphi, I'm in bad shape. If he doesn't, I still have room to play around. A Feather Gatling plus an Electric Storm should kill Hazrat and get chip on Gazuma. One of the slots will almost guaranteed swap to... Oh, that sucks. I knew it was contagious, but I had to swap. One of the slots will almost certainly swap for Volphi. There's just no reason not to. So there's the Lava Wave. He could have clicked Wastewater for neutral damage. A little surprised he didn't. Oh, he doubles in. Could not take any risks. Hazrat lives. I knew that. I knew it was a bulkier Hazrat, but I can, like I said, I can Electric Storm. If he swaps to Volphi here, I could get a Haito off on it. Or I could Haito the Gazuma. He just stays in. He's going to try and double the 2-2, finish it off, while Tag Team is inactive. Good Friend means he cannot double, though. That's one of those things that everyone forgets about. Me not using whatever it's called. That one attack that is escaping my mind. Since I didn't use Haito on the Hazrat slots, I would got more value out of Electric Storm this way by getting the damage on Gazuma instead. So now he has to predict. Honestly, I don't know how much damage Sledge Gift does. I want to say it kills me, because it's 4 times, and Volphis are so special attack invested. I kind of want to save Scaravolt for a late game with Kinu. And that means I can sack health on Saipat. Problem is if he predicts that and uses Tesla Plague. He's a good player, and that could absolutely be what he does. My Tutu's almost out of stamina, so even if it does attack this turn, it's kind of useless. So if he was to double into a slot, it would be the Scaravolt slot. He could even Sludge Gift Tesla that same slot. Alright, so this is going to be the turn where I sack 2-Vine, and then I'm actually going to bring in Saipat. Very, very risky here. I'm hoping he doubles, and I hope I live the Sludge Gift on 2-Vine so we can take the Tesla. I live, and we do. Okay. So that was exactly as I planned. Yeah, I'm a little lucky it went so well. Okay, so now I have... Did I even get the Volfi like low in health? Did I even attack it yet? I don't think so. Must have just been marbles. I don't think Nicho kills Gazuma. It seems like a pretty bulky Gazuma. But I could double into the Volfi slot with a Feather Gatling. It's Benefactor. It does take it down. Reactive Vial. That's actually really important. He has to use one of his attacks to kill Tutu, but one attack will not kill Saipat. Hypnosis is Saipat. But Haito finishes off the Volfi. I don't think there's any way the Kinu can win a Hazrat Scaravolt. So that's going to be GG. I was not expecting this development. Very, very good game, Argon. Good games. Always a pleasure to play against you if you watch this. For a while I've considered you my rival, just because I run into you on ladder so often, and you almost always predict my swaps. So thanks for playing, I enjoyed those. So now we have another match right after. I'm gonna try and get right into that. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.